Paige is I have a question and an announcement.
Oh, he's a Pisces.
A silver medal. Oh my God, I can't.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Rich in Theory. I am Paige.
I'm Taylor.
And I'm Morgan. Welcome back to another week, a short week, which is so lovely.
Yes.
I don't know if it feels like that for many, but tomorrow's Thursday, which is Friday Eve.
Week.
Yeah, I'm looking for you both are like, what's a short week?
I was like, wait a minute.
It's
what?
actually so funny because I'm like, I fully worked on Monday.
Yeah, like
But
so
I guess
insane.
technically it is a short week.
I like half worked on Monday. Like I was like,
You're right. I didn't do a full day.
yeah, I didn't do a full day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I didn't do a day at all. I work in corporate America and I had Monday off. Thank you to all the presidents that gave us that day. Love it.
It's so funny.
But now, I was just gonna say, like, now, especially if you like work in an office and you get like formal days and stuff like this, like we're in a dry spell till like I don't even know, Memorial Day maybe. Like now it's like 3 months.
Is Easter not a holiday? Like, are there no Easter or Passover?
No, they don't give Easter off. I think some companies maybe give like a half day for Good Friday or something like that. But no.
Yeah. I do want to clarify something. Paige and I do work in corporate America. I don't keep saying that we don't, but we do.
Well, I think of
we very much work with Fortune 500 companies on a daily basis.
Well, okay, maybe this is interesting. What is everyone's definition of corporate America? Like, I think of maybe I don't
like
think
a white collar 9-to-5 job. That's like what I think about.
I don't think you guys have like white collar 9-to-5 jobs. Like, I feel like you. But I feel like you work all the time. Like, I feel like you're like entrepreneurial. Like I come home and I log off. Like, you guys could hop on calls. Like, you're hopping on calls with India at 9 p.m. at night. Like, to me, that's like not conventional, you know?
It's actually, you know what? It happens more than you think. Just like I'll drop Leah, my bestie, as an example. She used to do that too when she worked at Deloitte. She had a team that she worked with and was in India. So she would have to get on in the evening. She worked through the weekends. Like, I think it just depends. But like my husband did not have Monday off. And they were like, no, we do not care.
They did not give Monday off. That's crazy.
No, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Even when I worked there, they didn't give MLK off, I think, until my second year that I was at the company. Which
is insane.
I know.
Is legit. Like that's
like criminal.
Yeah, that's like racist not to give that day.
I was like, this is insane. Like low-key racist. It was so bad. Like they didn't give, like Juneteenth was a new one. I never got it off. They were like, you can observe it and take a day if you want to.
There are like levels to the holidays. And like, in my opinion, I would say like Christmas, right, is like, that's like an OG New Year's Day. Like these are holidays that are off. I would qualify MLK and President's Day as like, these are days that are off. Like this is, whereas like,
and like Labor Day.
Yeah, and Labor Day, Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like the ones that are up for 4th of July. The ones that are up for discussion, I feel like Veterans Day, Columbus Day / Indigenous people, like those days, hit or miss.
Agreed.
Yeah, no, 100. Yeah, like Juneteenth is like new. I think it's of the last. Like I feel like it's still up to the discretion. But yeah, didn't mean to offend with the corporate America comment. Just saying. I think when I think of like corporate
Paige and I
America,
work on
like
a construction site, and no shade to people.
No, obviously not. I just think of like I commute, like I go into an office 4 days a week. Like I'm in the trenches. Like that's where I feel like when I reference corporate America, I just like think of people that like commute to and from a like company every single day. And I just feel like you two have more like entrepreneurial aspects of your jobs.
Well, more. I feel like for me, that is the case.
You both also do very different things. We're not talking about you both like you do the same thing. They also do very different things. So it's like, I don't know. It's all.
But Wade works from home. He doesn't go into an office.
Wade's a lucky duck. Like, I want Wade's job. Like
he really is. He's so, and it's like happenstance that he even was in this position. He just has to take trips to his territory like a couple times a month, which during the cold months is not bad.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Although thank God it's like above 32.
Oh my God.
I'm like t-shirt weather. Seriously.
Oh my God.
30?
Literally.
Crazy.
I walk outside, I'm like, oh, Oh, it's 40 out today. I didn't even need a
It's on a
jacket.
walk. No, it's actually insane.
I went on a run like without gloves today. I was like, you know what? I'm
Wow.
gonna live a little.
Yeah. Telling you.
Nice. Very nice.
Guys, March is so close. Oh my God. I feel
so
like
close.
the warm weather's like really close.
March is
Really
like
excited.
like actually what is the start of spring for you guys? I couldn't tell you the days that like the seasons start, like when fall starts, when winter starts. For me, like winter is like November, December, January. Spring is February, March, April. Then summer is like, okay, summer is June, July, August. So maybe like spring is like March, April, May.
Yeah.
Then June, July, August. And then fall is September, October, November. So then, yeah, winter is December, January, February. But that's not actually how the seasons go. Like the seasons are not that concrete.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean? Like in terms of the days where it's like, okay, now it is winter.
Because I think winter technically starts mid-December.
Yeah, it's
Right?
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
Okay.
something. Yeah, so
Yeah.
late. And I'm like, November, winter.
Winter.
For sure.
It's cold.
Yeah. And like all the leaves are like done off the trees or on the ground. Like
Yeah.
it's not fall no more.
Yeah. No, it's so true.
Yeah, no more. I agree with that timeline. Yes, the timeline where February is definitely winter. Like this is
Yeah.
consistent with Feb.
Yeah. No, it is. It is really funny though. Wade has been here now almost 3 years in New York. And
That's
he's
so
like
crazy. Only 3 years. I feel like he's been here 10.
Isn't that insane? I
Yeah,
literally
that's
have.
actually
We were
really
just talking
crazy.
about the other. It was like, yeah, it'd be 3 years because he moved in 2023. It's crazy. But he was like, he asked me every year. He goes, so when does it like really get warm? Like he's still unsure. And I'm
Like
like, you poor
June?
thing.
I feel like June hits and I'm like, okay. Like
We're like good to
we're
go.
consistently 70,
Yeah.
you know?
Because it's so funny how like even how he my little Georgia Peach, how he views Memorial Day. I'm like toss up. Could be
Yeah.
50 and raining,
Yeah.
or could be nice. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
No,
Even
it's up for
April
discussion.
historically just so kind of cold in Miz.
Well, isn't it like
You
April
know.
showers bring May flowers, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that a
Yeah,
thing?
that's the saying.
Mhm.
May hasn't been bringing as many flowers, but
I know.
hoping this year because we
I know.
need it. This has been the most brutal, long, depressing winter.
Yeah.
I swear these 2 months have been equivalent to 6.
I know.
No, it's definitely been the coldest winter in a very long time. Like New York has been below freezing for like at least a month. Like it was insane. Like the fact that today was like
Yeah.
38, I was like, oh my God, it's so nice. Like
Yeah.
it's insane.
I know.
Like-
That's why the snow is like. That's why people don't know what to do with the snow in New York because it's like it's never stuck around this long because it's always melted
Yeah.
maybe after like a week. But no, we had freezing temperatures for over 2 weeks. Like the snow is here to stay.
Yeah, it is so funny you say that more
So
because
crazy.
I looked at Wade and I was like, this snow has been on our back porch for a month. Like
It's
that
insane.
snowstorm was a month ago, almost a month ago. It was like the 22nd, I think. But still, like, I was like, oh my God, like I could see part of the grass the other day and I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Look
at
no,
that.
not to like say on a damper note, but we are supposed to get 3 to 5 inches on Monday.
Fun.
I know.
Fun.
So,
I hate that so much.
maybe
I
we should
usually
move
love
on.
it. Not really.
No, now I'm over it. I mean, once you hit February, though, it's so like warm weather, please. Like it's been cold now in actuality since probably like mid-October.
Yeah.
So it's like we've been dealing with like cold weather for a solid 5 months.
Yeah. No, for sure. Well, on another note, I have a
Yes.
question.
Please.
Ask away. I feel like every episode page is like, I have a question. I'm like, what's it going to be this week?
You're so inquisitive.
Well, this is not like a big deal. So I recently, as of like literally maybe 2 days ago, 3 days, maybe 6 days, I have been blow drying my hair with a round brush. Okay, because the last time I went to the hair salon, my hairdresser was like, "Oh my God, your ends are tragic, so please don't judge." Like she was
Your
like,
ends are tragic. Wait, she called your ends tragic, or you said my ends are tragic?
no, she said my ends were. She might have not used the word tragic, but she said they
God,
were like,
she like straight up
horrible.
insulted you.
Yeah, she did. No, yeah, Melissa.
I was gonna say, is this like
Oh,
Melissa, who
she's
we've
funny.
known
She's-
for like ever? Yeah.
She would say
Yeah.
that. We've known her for like over a decade.
Yeah,
so.
she's allowed
Yeah.
to say that.
Yeah, no, she did. But she's like, Paige, these are. I think she said horrible, and she was like looking at them. She's like, oh my god, oh.
Yeah. Did you get a haircut at least to get rid of?
You look like you got a haircut. You got like dusting.
Yeah, I think she dusted exactly.
Okay.
But so, like, because of this, basically, I was like, well, I don't know why, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's because I turned 35. You know, it's my hair is going now. Then she was like, no, Paige. She was like, have you been using the flat iron? And I was like, never. Why would I ever use such a thing?
Like 3 times a day.
Yeah. I see one bend in my hair. I'm getting that thing out.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. My toxic trait is I use the flat iron all the time. But so now I was like, okay, let me try to get a round brush. Instead of like rolling my hair with a wand, like after flat ironing it, like let's try to blow it out with a round brush. And I've done it now. Well, first of all, like I can't get my hair curly at the ends. As you see, I literally just dried my hair. It is straight. And I did it with the round brush and I'm trying to twist and turn it. And it's like impossible. Like I don't know how they do it.
It's hard. It's like, and I'm like hair girly. Like I'm
You
like
are
always doing hair. I love doing hair. Like I've done all my friends. I did my friends for graduation. Like so fun. I can't like blow out with a round brush. I can't blow myself out with a round brush. I can't blow out other people. It's like a very specific, I guess, way of kind of like moving through the hair and working with the blow dryer and like things like that. A flat brush is just so much easier in my opinion. But I mean, I commend your attempt because yeah, I think I would get so frustrated. I'd be like, fuck this. I don't have the time. Like I'm just
I actually use a round brush to blow out my hair.
Oh, you do?
You do?
Since when?
Yeah, for a long time. No, I switched over because Chantel was like, I obviously, whenever I go, she blows my hair out with a round brush and it comes out so beautifully. And yeah, I've gotten used to it. I've been using a round brush for like a really long time. Like,
Wait, Tay, what? How come you didn't tell us?
I definitely told Morgan and I was like, I need a round brush. She was like, I don't do that. And then she just gave me like one of the flathead ones.
I've been doing this for the week and I was like, I need to share.
No,
Taylor's like, I have a question and an announcement. I've been using a round brush. Taylor's like, join the club.
I'm like, I've been using it for 10 years. But no, yeah, I find that it is so much faster to blow out your hair with a round brush. Like I have like a pretty fat one and mine's like a cheap one. I don't even have like the high quality ones that you can get on Amazon, which I have considered. But it just makes, because the brush is hot itself and you're constantly like putting it through your hair. And then, yeah, I can get a bend at the bottom of my hair. It takes time. For me, it doesn't really matter because it's not going to hold. One, it's not going to hold because we have curly hair. And two, I'm going in with a wand or a flat iron to do the curls with the flat iron after. So I don't like put that much effort into it.
Crazy is that curly hair, we can't hold a curl straight. Like, make that make sense. My hair is naturally curly. So why is this formation unknown to the straight version of my hair?
It's really crazy. It's got to be
and it's
like a
consistent.
texture thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. And yeah. Well, I guess it's like if you flat iron your hair and then you try to curl your hair after you flat ironed it, like it's harder to keep the curl, right? Because you've kind of burned the follicle straight. Yes. And so I feel like it's kind of a similar concept of like we naturally have that curly follicle, like that's its natural form. But then once we've put heat on it, making it straight, then it's like double homicide. Gotta burn it to make it curly. Like it's like our hair is like fighting for its life.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Literally,
is that not the worst? Like for the curly girlies out there, when you go to the hair salon and if it's a place you've never been before and you're like, okay, I want you to blow me out. I want you to put curls in my hair. You wait 10 minutes, they're gone. And you just drop $75 to get your hair blown out.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, if I'm a speak up, I will say something. I'll be like, my hair, you need to use an iron on it. Like you need to.
Some people don't know how to do it. Like I used to request.
That's insane. Like get out of your industry if you don't know how to do that.
But I'm telling you, Chantel, she set the standard with the flat, doing curls with the flat iron.
Yeah, with the flat iron, she did on us first.
Because she was teaching other people in the salon because they didn't know how to do it. And I remember I'm like, no, can you do it with the flat iron? And the girls would be like, no, I don't know how to do that.
Yeah. No. How about like going to a hair salon? Because yes, our hair is curly and like if I'll get my hair done like at weddings or something, right? And like it's people who don't know like how to deal with like Black people hair, like curly hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And somebody gets a blow dryer and they've got like a little brush and a blow dryer and they are barely like that. To me, just like it like makes me so annoyed sitting in the chair because I'm like, you like I could do this better myself. Like, and I don't understand. I'm like, this is your whole job. Why isn't this working?
Well, it only became like required in New York State, one of like the most progressive cities in the world, that I guess it's cosmetology school, or is that for skincare?
Beautician? Yeah. Cosmetology, I'd say.
Cosmetology, I think covers hair. I think esthetician is just like skincare and
like nails, right?
like a facial, like technician and stuff. But
yeah.
It only became legal within the last maybe 2 years, required for hairstylists in cosmetology school to learn to blow out curly hair. It used to never be required for them to even graduate to ever blow out like a mannequin that has curly hair.
Wait, more? That's crazy.
Isn't that
That's
insane?
crazy.
My girl who I go to was telling me about it.
Yeah.
And she was
No
like, that's
way.
why a lot of people who have certain texture hair will go to somebody who specializes in it, because it's like they've now dedicated that career to like learning how to do that and serve girls who do. But like you walk into your average dry bar, like none of those girls, like it wasn't required for them in school. So it's not even necessarily their fault. That's just like a state thing. Like how could you, go to a hair school and not require them to blow out every single type of hair? It's like, I don't know. It's just like we don't get to go to school and like pick and choose what we want to do. Like you got to learn math, you got to learn science, you
got to know how to do it all.
know? Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
No, that is crazy, but that makes so much sense more. Like now that because like I've been to salons so often and if it's like if I just want like a random blowout and a dry bar too in particular, especially back in the day.
It was so much better back in the day.
It was so much better back in the day.
So much better.
It was also
And
only
cheaper.
like $30.
Yeah.
It was so much cheaper.
Crazy. It's like
Now it's like the
$75
same. I'm like, why would I go to a dry bar when I can go to like a salon? I don't know.
Exactly.
It's
the same price. Yeah. No, but that it makes sense because then if they don't have to learn it, then that's why. And like my hair, like nobody knows because my hair's straight all the time here, and I also get it like chemically, like I do all the things. So, but like my hair naturally is really curly, and it happens so often. So, thank you for sharing more.
The more you know.
The more you
Comment
know.
if you agree, guys, because I feel like the hair takes like
right.
the people
Seriously.
are passionate, like as you should be though, like because like if you're expecting a service, like just because you have different type of hair because you were born a different ethnicity doesn't mean you shouldn't have access to like the same
Exactly.
things to people who know how to do it. So
As a service provider, you need to be prepared for whoever walks in your door. Doesn't matter who it is. Like,
I fear we're probably not alone. So comment if you agree. But
Indeed.
shall we get into some stories, ladies?
do it.
Yes.
I think we shall. The stories this week are, I feel like our favorite part anyway is a recap. We love to recap. I feel like we
Love
can
a recap.
Like we love a recap, right? That's like the best part of anything. I love to listen to recaps, honestly, and people's takes on shows that I also
Same.
watch. Like so enjoyable. But we do have some like just kind of funny stuff. If you guys didn't see this video, like I really hope you did, just because it was so funny. But did you see the Olympian? I can't even tell you where he's from. Maybe
Norway, I think.
Norway.
God, it was definitely- yes.
Norway. Yeah. And he gathered information. I shouldn't even say gathered. He released information that nobody asked for.
Oh,
I
no.
even feel like the commentator speaking to him was like, "Oh my god!" Like, what is going on?
Completely shocked.
For context of what I'm talking about, for those who don't know, like I said, I can't even tell you the skier. I don't know if he was a skier or if he was what sport he was affiliated with at the Olympics, but he was representing Norway. He basically was like in an interview and he got bronze, right? So he didn't win gold or silver, he got bronze, but he like medaled. And it's just like a post interview, you know, kind of talking about him, how he feels, and he's like mid interview, he's like, you know what? It's just like something has been like weighing heavy on me. Like I actually cheated on like the love of my life like 3 months ago. Like, and like I'm just like broken up about it. Like she was the best thing to ever happen to me. Like, and the comments on this video are just like people are like, when she was the love of your life for 3 months. Like it's so bad. And like,
No, seriously.
yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he was the biathlete from Norway.
Biathlete. What?
I think that's when they're like cross country skiing and like shooting.
Oh,
I think so.
okay.
Yeah, biathlon, 20-kilometer biathlon. He won a silver. He won silver. And it is just so funny. Imagine like looking back, right? And you're this guy and you're on a massive global platform, not even national, global platform. And you're talking about how you cheated on your girlfriend and nobody asked for it. Like you said, nobody was looking for it. They just wanted a quick, hey, I'm feeling really good. I'm so happy I got silver. And just went completely the other way.
And I don't think you know this, and I might be wrong till you have it up, but I think this is also what happened. So he's from Norway. He won bronze. I think there's another Norwegian who won gold. And apparently the other guy, when he was interviewed, they were like, so apparently somebody on their team like passed away like a few months ago. And it was like sad. And so the other medalist, the gold medal guy, he said, I'm dedicating this to this guy, team member that passed. And so I think when the announcer was being like, oh, like, who are you thinking of? And when he was like, oh, I'm thinking about somebody I lost like whatever 3 months ago, she was thought that he was referring to this like former team member. But no, he was talking about this girlfriend that he cheated on.
That makes it 10 times worse, doesn't it? I mean, honestly, I feel like the question... I feel like the question in all of this is if you're the girl, right? If you're her, are you humiliated that he outed on on global television to absolutely everyone that he cheated on you? Or are you like, wow, like he's really like he's standing up on the biggest scale he could possible and admitting to being like a cheater, and like how noble of him? Like, which side are you taking?
I'm like, you're an idiot
or no? Like, are you mad at him for like embarrassing you? Or do you think that you're like, wow, like if a man is going to take accountability on that scale, he must feel really bad?
Okay. So I feel like the theme of this episode might be like toxic boyfriends, because like we're doing like, whatchamacallit, Summer House later, and we're doing a Tell Me Lies recap. So like, toxic men. But this guy, I feel like, my initial reaction was like, oh, that's so sweet. Like he's trying to like say his heart's wishes like to this announcer. And then when I really thought about it, I was like, Paige, you are an adult, and that is not how adults deal with issues. They don't cry about it. If he really wanted to do better, then he would just act better and he wouldn't cheat. So
no, that's fair.
Yeah.
I think like fuck him.
Oh yeah, no, I'm like, oh, good. You went on national television, global television, and you embarrassed yourself. Good for you. And then it validates your feelings because of all the like everything that happened afterwards. You're like, damn right, idiot. That's how I feel.
He's clearly, like he's clearly going through it. Like he just won a silver medal at the Olympics, and like,
exactly, because they're all like, I mean, Olympians. They're so young.
I know, they're all like Sturla Holm Lygreed. That's his name.
Is his name?
Yeah. Let's see.
You know, is he like 24? Because if he's 24, it makes sense. This tracks.
I know, right? It's Let's see. 28.
Oh, he's older.
I guess
wonder.
His birthday is on Friday.
So what does that
I
make
don't know.
him?
Like to think
he's
that
a
he just won
Pisces.
a silver medal. Oh my god, I can't.
I can't. It was so funny. My
Dead.
God.
Paige is really laughing and leaning into that one.
Sorry, guys. Just I've
okay.
I've had experiences with Pisces men, so
certainly.
No, but
well, I don't know. It was just certainly embarrassing. Nobody asked for it, but I really hope he's sorry, and I hope they're living him. Maybe she forgave him. Who knows? Like maybe we'll come back to this in 4 years, and she'll be supporting him. So
yeah, maybe they'll be married.
Would love to see it. Speaking of men saying stupid shit, did anyone else see Zayn on Call Her Daddy?
Yes,
because that was crazier in my opinion. That was insane. For those who don't know, Zayn like went on Call Her Daddy again, and she really doesn't repeat people. Like it's very specific, I think, in the people she does repeat. Obviously Zayn's a big character, so there's no surprise there that she had him on twice. But there's a clip from Call Her Daddy's podcast that like has been circulating, and it's basically Zayn. Well, Alex asks Zayn, she's like, have you ever been in love? And he's like, no, actually. I'm sure everyone watching it is like, Gigi, you have a baby. Like, that's the first thing you think of immediately. And he mentions Gigi, and he's like, you know, like, I definitely have love for her. She's the mother of my child. Like, I'm really grateful for her, but like, I don't know if I was ever in love with her. I thought that was like actually so crazy. I was like, if you weren't in love with Gigi, and I also was kind of, a part of me was like, don't say that like on a public scale. Like, what if your mom, like, you have a daughter? Like, I don't know if she just like grew up to hear, like, I don't know, hear your dad be like, yeah, I loved this woman, but like, I wasn't really like in love with her. And then like, probably on my mom's perspective, like, they had this grandiose relationship that like brought me into the world. Like, a part of me was just like, I couldn't even believe it. I was just kind of like, saying that's not true. Like, I don't know him at all, but like, that was my first reaction.
It felt like a way for him to like, and I don't know, he like immediately was like, no, I'm walking it back because I like saw the clip or whatever. I don't know. I can understand that like love, like in different stages of your life, I feel like means different things, right? Like, we've all had relationships in college or relationships in like your early 20s, and then like maybe more mature relationships in your 30s, like things evolve. And so you could say that without being like, I wasn't in love. Like, it just felt like a weird dig, even though like I'm sure it wasn't. Like,
I don't think it was intentional, like in that moment for him to dig at Gigi. I don't think he was trying to do that at all. It was just weirdly, like, I was just like, there's no way you weren't in love with Gigi. Like, there's just no way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And how many years were they together?
A long time. I feel like, I was going to say 5. I'll look it up.
Yeah. Check. Because I was surprised too. And he's, I don't know, he's kind of strange anyway.
That's true.
And I was like, I just thought it was 6 years. So you,
6 years.
That's what's crazy to me is I would honestly look at that as like, because I don't think it was a dig, but okay, so you wasted 6 years of your life being with somebody that you actually didn't love. Like, that's sad.
And they didn't welcome their child until September of 2020. So they had also been together for 5 years prior to them having a kid. So it wasn't even just like, maybe they got pregnant within their first year and then they grew from that, and that was a reason to be together. It was like, no, they had this like huge relationship before they even had a child. Yeah. So I don't know. Zayn is definitely like an eclectic person. I feel like in 1D he was as well. He obviously left. Like, he has a lot of feelings. But I'm not surprised if he backtracked this. I didn't watch the full episode. I just saw clips. So if he did backtrack, that's interesting.
He like kind of backtracked, but like, you know what it's giving? It's giving you know, like on The Bachelor, how they're like, I'm falling for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Classic rhetoric.
Yeah, exactly. It's giving like, because he was like, well, I don't think I was in love with Gigi, but like, I love her. It's giving like, okay, semantics. Come on, Zayn. Like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
it's like, you love Gigi, or
it's like, I have love for her. I'm like, okay.
I know.
You know?
I'm like, come on.
Exactly. So
it's so lame.
I think it was weird. I think everyone kind of felt like it was weird. I think people were like, what? Like, that's just, there's no way. Like, you didn't love her, you know? So,
yeah.
But it, like I said, Zayn's kind of always been eclectic. So it just kind of, I feel like it's kind of on brand for him in a way.
It is.
You know?
It's so funny. Every time I think of Zayn now, I think it was maybe the last time he was on Call Her Daddy when they like clip it on TikTok all the time with this thick accent. What is he? You guys know what
oh
I'm
my God.
about?
What's the word he says?
He's like,
you know what it's giving? It's giving Britney date night. Like, it's giving.
I'm telling you, he's like my uncle door or something.
Yeah, like his accent, he just like can't pronounce. Like,
it's so, and every time I think of him, I think of that clip and like not knowing what he's saying.
It's so funny. Yeah.
Oh my God,
I think he's saying daughter. I think he's like daughter.
Yeah,
like, it's like something like that.
The thought of not daughter.
He does have like a really thick.
We're really
accent.
not being like appropriate over accents right now. As soon as I did that, I immediately regretted it. But
it's true. No, but there's no judgment. It's just like parts. But I think it's so funny though. I think even watching Love Island, like, you listen to people from, I think, where is he from? Zayn?
I don't know.
Is he from where?
I think he's from the UK.
Well, he's from the UK.
He's from the UK too.
Okay,
he's on UK X Factor.
No, but so like I'm watching Love Island. all of these people sound completely different. And it's just obviously, it's like stupid to say it out loud, but just like the United States, you have different accents all over the United States. We all speak English. Just like the UK, like you go to Essex, you go to London, you go to Edinburgh, you go to, you know, whatever. And everyone has like a different like accent. And it's so fascinating. And so hearing it from Zeta to say, I'm like,
it is.
What?
He's from Yorkshire.
Like people from Wales.
Yeah,
that's
no,
a
totally
tricky
different.
one.
Yeah, like they all know it's so true.
Wait, you know who sounds crazy? Like we're gonna talk about Traitors at some point today, but like I did not watch Love Island, obviously, but Moira, every time she talks, I die. Like
yeah.
Well, she's like the fact that she says tink is like it's
tink.
so different. Like
so
you know,
talk to tink or
Treya. And then she's like
Treya. Yeah. No, she's like really, really funny. Like the way she says things is like so
really
funny.
Is. It's her accent. Is.
Yeah, the way she talks, like, and she's been iconic. Like even speaking like that when she was on. Well, she's also Irish, I think.
Yeah, she
like
is.
she's not British. She's got like a very thick Irish accent. That'd actually be interesting to ask Matthew. I'd be like, where is like Maura from in the way that she like talks? Matthew
or like
Paige's
versus
boyfriend,
Matthew's mom.
Yeah,
his,
like how
his mom's accent is not as thick as Moira, like at all. Like
but I also feel like all Irish people say tink.
I feel like they do.
Do they?
Maybe. I honestly,
if you're Irish, let us know.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know, but I need to like have Matthew sit down as like I'm watching Traitors like yesterday because I told him I was like I have to finish Tell Me Lies, so you're just gonna have to sit here and watch it. Like, sorry,
deal with it. Sit down, watch, enjoy, or leave.
Well, before we get into TV recap, I'm curious. This might be a bit niche, but I feel like there's a possible way that you guys have it is pondered on your TikTok. Did you see Brianna Chicken Fry went on Logan Paul's podcast Impulsive?
Yes, I did.
I actually didn't.
Honestly, Tay, it's a very like For You page thing. Like I feel like it's like one of those things that's like catered to me because like I'll watch clips of Impulsive.
Yeah, I guess I never do.
Yeah, Impulsive is like so not your podcast.
I'm like Taylor I used to watch him like when he had a YouTube channel like 10 years ago.
Yes, 100%. No, Taylor would never listen to Impulsive. I feel like me and Paige dabble. He's like good guests sometimes, whatever. But basically, Brianna just, went on his podcast, and she has kind of seemingly talked somewhat consistently, still about Zach and everything that's happened. And people are not, I wouldn't say generally people are like supportive now about her speaking out. I feel like a lot of people are like kind of stopped talking about it, which I don't know. I feel like when you went through what she did, it's kind of like, I feel like talk about it for as long as you want. Like that, at least that's my opinion on it. I'm like, talk about it for as long as it's relevant to you. And it clearly like took her through a lot. And it cost her relationship with her, best friend Grace, who she's known since she was like really young. And she spoke outwardly on the podcast and said like, Grace thinks that she's evil. They'll see each other they won't see each other. They are in the same New York friend group. And so like she will not show up to things if Brianna is there. Like there's like a visceral hatred there. And these people used to be kids when they were like
no way.
Literally 5
I didn't know
years
it was
old.
that bad.
I know.
Yeah, it got really bad. And I don't know, a part of me, I do feel, and I'm curious to hear what you guys feel as well. But at the end of the day, like whoever acted however it was, I do think there's something to be said about like Brianna was in a really toxic relationship, right? And she didn't make great decisions and she didn't act great. And that's like on her, right? Like to own that and be like, I made those decisions in that moment, but I was also being abused by this guy that I thought that I was in love with, right? And I think that can sit in itself and be really true. And I think it can also be true, Grace's perspective on that, being best friends with somebody that is going through that and being vocal with them about how toxic the relationship that they're in is, like having that friend have severe pushback and then kind of being like, okay, well, I'm out. Like I can't do this anymore. So I kind of see both of their perspectives on it, honestly.
Yeah, Maura, I would agree. I see both perspectives on it. I also think that it's always difficult, I feel like, when you mix work and pleasure, right? Like business and pleasure. Like, and so I think that at the end of the day, Brianna brought Grace like to Barstool and kind of like,
and brought her on Plan B.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah,
you can say what you want about Like, and I'm not saying like Grace is whatever, she has her own success now, but like the reason why she is famous is because of Brie. Like
100%.
yeah. And so, and then I think when all that was going down, like I remember like apparently like Brianna was getting a lot of hate, and like you know, and clearly like Grace was upset, and so like there's clearly the dynamic was not good. Then they weren't like recording the pod and everything. But I do have to say, like, there should be, and it's not like you don't have to like kiss the ground she walks on, but like there should be some acknowledgement, I guess, to like, okay, the successes I have now are because of like this one person. And I also felt like Brie never spoke badly about her in the press, whereas I do feel like when Grace went to Unwell and like that all that happened, it felt like, oh, like, you know, screw Barstool, like I'm out of here, screw Brie, screw everybody, I'm going to Unwell, instead of like,
honestly was a flop.
does she still even have the podcast?
Yeah, I think she does, but I actually was looking at the views the other day, and it's like it's maybe a few hundred views on her clips. Like it's really, really low. Like engagement was super low. So I can't imagine that she feels like that was a move that grew her. I really haven't seen, and this is like no chip to Unwell, but and I don't know if Unwell, you know, how they structure their podcasts and those contracts. I don't know if it's similar to Barstool or if it's similar to a Dear Media. Like it's actually I'm curious about it, because it seems like they bring people on and give them these opportunities as if they're giving them salaries. Like that's almost what it seems like. It doesn't seem like these are these people who, like, I don't know, like Dear Media, where it's like they're coming up and like sponsoring a show that already exists. So, but I haven't really heard of an Unwell podcast that then went on Unwell and blew up. Like the biggest thing I've heard about Unwell is that Alex Earl left.
Literally.
Like,
yeah.
You know,
I don't know anybody else who's on that.
Avery Woods went on there. She was a big influencer, like a mom TikToker during COVID.
I recognize the name.
Yeah, she has a podcast, Cheers. She went on there.
This is
Grace,
one blonde girl that like comes up
O'Malley.
on my like For You page sometime. I don't know.
Harry Jowsey, his podcast, I think Boyfriend Material. I think that's what it's called.
Oh yeah,
that's with Unwell.
Okay, I've seen his before.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. It's interesting. Not to veer from what we're talking about. You know, the initial like Brianna and Grace of it all. But yeah, I don't know. It's just interesting that I feel like I'd like to see them make amends. Like I feel like when you're friends with somebody like that for so long, and when you're so young, and they obviously maintained a friendship through Brianna being famous way before the Zach Bryan of it all. You know what I mean? So it's not about like one of them having fame and one of them being normal. Yeah. It just actually feels like friend beef. Like Grace was like, no, I'm like mad that you didn't like treat me the best. And like, I didn't want to stand up for you publicly because I didn't think you were treating me the best privately. And I feel like that's just like a fair friend argument, you know?
Yeah. Like,
no,
I feel
it
like,
is.
yeah. Both of them have like valid feelings. It is. It's a bit sad because they were like friends for so long, and like, and I think also when they were together, I think they created good content too.
Yeah, I do too. I think that it was interesting. I mean, obviously they're friends. They have good rapport, right? They have good play off each other. They have great banter.
Yeah,
like,
you know somebody
funny.
for so long, it's natural.
Exactly. You're so comfortable with them. So, no, it is unfortunate, but
interesting.
Wishing them the best.
Exactly.
Indeed.
Certainly. Tay, you want to take us through our TV recap? I feel like we have so much to talk about. I think we should get into it.
Yeah, let's get into the TV recap. I think I want to kick us off with Traitors. I want to get into Traitors because I know we kind of hinted at it. So I'll start with my thoughts on the episode, and then I know something came out that I'm sure you guys saw on page 6 that I want to talk about too. Yes. Eric as a traitor kills me.
No, it's so bad.
Sweet, poor little boy. Like, and he's a man, but like he's just, it is so funny. The memes that I've seen where it's like somebody asks Eric a normal question and he's a traitor and he's just silent. And he's like sweating and he's panicked. He is like absolutely panicked.
He's like, I'm guilty. I'm guilty.
I'm guilty. It's me. Like, it was just, oh my God. It was
awful.
Just awful. Like he's so sweet, and I don't think that's gonna last long. But I do think that's part of Rob's strategy in like him having success, and it's probably a good pick. But yeah.
And I do think more. You said this last week, or maybe it was 2 weeks ago, whenever, that like this decision might bite Rob in the ass. I think you might be right about it.
Yeah, I've said from day one, I don't think he should have picked Eric. I think he should have picked someone that is suspicious of being a traitor, make them a traitor. They'll get voted out because their names are already circulating. Yours will remain quietly under the radar. And then if he keeps like getting traitors in to then have them voted out, soon enough, he'll be the last one standing.
Kristen's already suspect of Eric. She said, I mean, it was that I think was the funniest thing.
That was the
Eric is suspect of Eric.
No, it kills me because they all like, they don't suspect a thing out of Rob. Like Rob is wrapped around each of, like he has got
Rob
each one of those faithfuls.
They're just blinded by how cute he is.
He can
like,
do
honestly.
no wrong. I think what was it? What Dorinda said when she got murdered? She was like, "I had the honor of being murdered." It was like she was like thankful that she got murdered by Rob.
Yeah, she's like, of all people.
Yeah, and but it was so funny. So like, Rob's name has been thrown around in the roundtables, and but nobody brings it up. But you know, Eric does something tiny bit sus. Kristen's like, "It's him. We got to go against him."
Yeah, literally. Eric like sneezes and Kristen's like, he's suspicious. He's out.
Yeah. It's like, it just kills
So
me.
crazy.
But honestly, I feel like I want to almost rewatch like the half when he wasn't a traitor. I mean,
Oh my God, I know.
maybe they're not showing him as much, but I feel like he used to have opinions. Like Kristen is not wrong. Like as soon as he became a traitor, it's like mum's the word. Like
Literally. But it's why Lisa got voted out, right? Because they were all like, she's so quiet and that's not who she is. And it's like, now Eric's like playing the game different because he's scared, he's nervous, he's guilty, like doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
he's got like traitor written on his forehead.
No, literally.
He's like, something's gonna happen next episode. Like, but I also just like don't. I think maybe as a viewer, because you're watching it and we know who the traitors are, it can feel really obvious. But I'm like, why is nobody? Like Candace announced to everyone that she's a traitor, and at 2 round tables she went for Rob, and I just feel like it's like maybe they don't think that traitors go for traitors. Like maybe they are just like, there's no way she would go for somebody like that hard. But I'm like, she knows who the traitors are, guys. Like she knows who the traitors are.
Traitor on traitor.
She gunned it for Rob and like dropped the mic and left. And everyone's like, that's so mean. Like, how could she do that?
They were
And
like,
it's just like,
he was never.
No, but
He's
I
a traitor.
never be a traitor. I do
yeah,
think,
exactly.
and I love Johnny and Tara.
Tara.
Yeah, right, Tara.
I love Johnny and Tara. Like they're
I'm
so
obsessed with
funny.
them.
They released their secret that they're best friends, and everyone knew all along. Like
It was so funny.
they're
And
like, we're so happy to be normal again around like the villa.
They were like, I literally will never go against you.
yes. But I also love how they're fully embracing. They're like, we're the worst traitors. How are we here? Like, we need to leave. Like, what's going on?
Literally, Tara's like, I can't leave without. I swear, if Johnny gets voted off tomorrow, like Tara will be like, I volunteer as tribute. Like I'm leaving as well. Like,
No, she's like, I gotta go. Can't do it without
She's
you.
if I was her and they're probably in like Edinburgh or Scotland or somewhere,
Yeah,
I'd be
yeah.
like, babe, like we're going to the south of France. Like I'll leave too. I'm not in this for a while.
No, it is.
You know?
It is so true. I just like. I also. It's so funny because Wade didn't know about. He didn't know who they were before coming and watching the show, and I like fully knew who they were. I knew they commentated for all of like the championships and obviously the Olympics, and they were Olympians themselves. Like I knew like the whole. He had like no idea. It's so funny now that we're watching the Olympics together, and they're commentating on the figure skate. He's like, oh, I'm like, yeah, they're legit.
Tay, I've heard this so many times. Like, I mean, the fact that nobody in Traitors like knows that they're friends. Like, I knew who they were, and I knew that they were friends because literally they've been commentating the Olympics for years. Maybe we just watch the Olympics. Like, I
feel
don't
like figure skating is like for the girlies though. So I'm
Maybe
like
it
not
is.
surprised that the guys are like, I don't fucking know who commentates like men's dance figure skating.
How do you not know like Tara Lipinski? Like she's so
No, that's
good,
like-
so iconic.
That's like to me not knowing who like Nastia Lukin is. Like I'm
Exactly.
like, you know who that is? Sean Johnson.
Sean
like,
Johnson. Yeah.
Gabby Douglas, like Ali Raisman, like you know these
Yes,
people. Like don't act like you
exactly.
don't. No, I agree. They're like the pinnacles of figure skating.
They're so, yeah, that was like kind of like, it like shocked me that people weren't aware of them and
Yeah,
like
of
their
like who they
vibes.
were.
That was funny. But I also wasn't, I mean, I feel like sending, or not sending, but when they decided to send Stephen Colletti home, it was that like, he was like kind of suspect. I feel like people were trying, like slowly getting on him. He was kind of quiet. So I feel like,
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people right now, they're just taking shots in the dark because I feel like,
think so.
Yeah, nobody knows what they're doing. I think
But yes,
Kristen,
Eddie fucking Clark.
nobody has
clue.
any idea. Kristen is
Clueless.
onto it with what's his name, because like
Mark.
no, with
Eric.
Eric.
But she also would have been wrong like yesterday. You know, like,
No, literally.
True,
just
true.
became a traitor like 5 seconds ago. Now Rob, no, everyone's like, I trust him implicitly. It's
I trust him with my life.
I trust him with my life. I love Rob.
like, you shouldn't, because he's killed everyone in this fucking villa.
Literally.
No, literally. And
Like,
he's
calling it a
let
villa
it.
like it's Love Island.
In the
Castle.
villa.
Castle.
Wait, but then I do want to, I don't know if you guys heard about the Page 6 story about
Yes.
Rinna coming for Colton during the reunion
Mhm.
and him
No.
making, you didn't, oh my God, you didn't hear about this?
No.
So she basically came after him and I think he walked off set supposedly, but it was like before a break. So it like wasn't that dramatic.
Yeah, and it's for the comment. Hey, remember when Colton said,
She's a hostage, right?
Yes,
Or-
exactly, hostage. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I actually think I did see a glimpse of this.
Mhm.
And there was like clapback, right? Because people were like, well, you actually stalked Cassie. So like,
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah. I
And
did see
so
a glimpse
Rinna
of this.
basically came for him housewife style during the reunion and he was completely taken off guard and walked off set.
And I love
Team
that Andy's
Rinna.
hosting
Good for
it.
Rinna.
Exactly.
No,
Happy
I'm
about
serious,
that.
like-
Justice for Cassie.
No,
Mhm.
like literally. But you know what is so funny? That he was like, I want the housewife to come out. And he's like dogging her because she's not acting like a lunatic during the show. And it's like, okay, well, you
Yeah.
pissed me off. Now I'm going to come for you during the reunion.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh,
Can't
I
wait
can't
to
wait
ask
to
for
see
it.
that.
I can't wait. I can't.
And they
Yes.
better like air the whole thing. They better not
know.
like edit it so that like we're not seeing
I
that part of
know.
the
I
drama.
know.
No, it's so true.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's so
But-
true. So I'm excited for tomorrow.
Mhm.
We'll see who
Yes,
they
me
who they
too.
murder.
Yes, indeed.
I know.
I know. So, all right, let's move on to Potomac.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we do have to touch on Tell Me Lies though. Like that. Well, that
Absolutely.
won't be so quick. You know. Like I feel like Potomac and everything could be a lot quicker. So I just want to make sure we leave time for Tell Me Lies because it was a series finale. There's many thoughts.
Yeah. No.
Absolutely.
We'll
I
do
know
that
you
more,
guys-
but we can do Potomac, and then I did want to say something about Summer House too.
Okay. You can ad lib about Summer House. I don't have much to say.
Okay. Okay. Fair. But let's start with Potomac, Ty.
No, let's
'Cause
touch on the first episode of the reunion.
Yes.
So initial thoughts. I don't know if I'm an idiot, but I didn't think that Karen was going to come to this reunion at all. And they clipped her in the beginning,
Yeah.
which I
Yeah.
was surprised.
So my thoughts are like I don't think Karen needs to come. Like Karen needs to work on herself and she doesn't need to be there.
Yeah.
Two, I thought Wendy was like on Xanax or on Happy Eddie or on something. I
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
so
Weird.
like literally so weird. I was so over how she acted like before, so when they showed like her and Eddie like at the house together. And she was talking
Yeah.
so softly. And she's like, "Oh my god, like
breathless.
The kids." It's like,
Yeah,
honey,
it was so weird.
well, like bring back shame, okay? Bring back shame, okay, Wendy. You went to prison because they arrested you for insurance fraud. You've done something wrong. You are not the victim
Allegedly.
here. Allegedly.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
But like, yeah, she was like, her whole aura was just, but this happens all the time. Like I honestly felt like so like we had just seen it before of just like even like Jen Shaw, like all these people get put away and it's just like the rhetoric is just like, you know, I just like I'm scared for my kids, like I'm scared, like, you know, and
Oh my
it's
God,
just,
I know.
it can exude like it can read victim in a scenario where everyone is like, you chose your actions, like you before you did those things you should have thought about your kids because something, obviously they're going to be affected by this.
That's what I was thinking, Morgan. That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, you made these decisions. I mean, obviously, thinking that you would never get caught and how that would affect your kids if something ever happened. And now you're at that point. So, but it's, it's just an angle. It's a tactic to get sympathy. And I am curious how the other the other parts will play out, and if anyone's like coming for her.
Well, I hope that at least next season they do, because I do think she's basically using her son as like a ploy to be like, give me sympathy, because he like they picked him up from school and he knew all day. Like, hey, to your point, well then if you really cared about your children, then you probably would have thought about this before both of you were committing allegedly illegal acts. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't get on stage here and like pretend like you're this is like so crazy, like oh my God, I'm like the victim. I don't know. I was so annoyed by it. And I also think that like in the levels of egregious like housewife crime, right? I don't even think what Wendy did is like the worst thing ever, right? I feel like it's like Jen Shaw, she like she went after the elderly.
For sure. It's like people who commit like white collar crimes, and it's like the only person affected is like the bank, and you're like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
It's like Joe didn't pay his taxes.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then like DUIs, those are bad. Like, but what Wendy and Eddie clearly did is like, they hurt insurance companies, whatever. But at least be accountable to your actions, and like don't walk on here and like. And then like, what did she say to Ashley? She was like, oh, like what accomplishments you had or something.
Yes.
Yeah, like Ashley doesn't have any accomplishments. I'm like, girl, now is not the time to talk about who the fuck cares if you have 20 degrees, okay? Like,
you're going to sit on your high horse still?
It's even more embarrassing of how educated you are and the circumstances you chose to be in.
And your husband is a lawyer.
Yeah, your literal husband is a lawyer.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that
even
makes
worse.
it 20 times worse. Yeah, her whole demeanor. I'm mad that Giselle is sat next to her. I think Giselle should have been sat next to Andy, and Wendy should have been sat on the, which she is sat next to Andy. But I think Giselle should have been on the other side, because I think Giselle was like, it's hard for her. Like, Giselle's the one she's always held every single person in this group accountable. Like, she's always coming for everyone. So like, I feel like if she was in better seating, I actually think she would have been like voicing up to Wendy more. But I think it's like awkward to kind of be fighting with the person that you're sitting next to. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fan of the seating chart this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair more.
Yeah, even like, why is Stacey in first chair?
Have 2 more parts. I know. I thought that was so weird. I'm like, why is Stacey next to Andy? Like, I'm over her drama. Yeah. Like, what is even her drama this year? Like, her stuff with Kay and like Timo. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like,
yeah, honestly, exactly. I feel like that's like it. And like her doing her gummy brand, and that was, the copying off of
like
Wendy.
Ashley could have gotten first chair. Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, honestly.
I know. So, I don't know. It was like kind of uneventful. I feel like the first episode is always kind of uneventful. So, I'm curious,
Yeah, it is.
What will happen. I really do wonder if they're going to like come for her and be like, girl, this is like, what's in the paper. Like, people need to get out their receipts and sort of, like you said, like kind of hold her to the flame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if they don't, I'll be kind of disappointed.
Yes.
But let's get into Tell Me Lies series finale. Let's do it.
I wish you could talk about it with us, Tay.
I know. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I would say next season, but there's not a
Now it's over. I saw the news. I was like, oh my God. It's only 3 seasons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's only 3 seasons. Yep.
Well, Lex.
Okay.
How did you feel about the ending?
So I loved it. Like, absolutely loved it. I thought.
Really?
Yeah. Like, when it comes to ending a show, I think more often than not, like TV shows, they just don't land, especially a popular show. Like, it's really hard to like end it when it's not like a a limited series or something.
Yeah.
But I thought they wrapped this up so like, okay. To me, it was like a love letter to like millennials going to college during that time. And like it being this kind of toxic time. I thought when they played Britney Spears' Toxic at the end was
was so funny.
It was so like poetic. Like, this is beautiful. And it was also so funny. And I think what was funny about it is that during that time when you were in college, like we didn't have all the resources now that we have, just because like social media and the internet wasn't as vast as it is now. And so you were really going through things like alone, and the world felt very small. And so you would do like, and as we all do, like in our early 20s, or you're in toxic relationships, you go back to the same thing, and you kind of have to learn by doing, unfortunately, and by making mistakes. And then like that's where you grow. And so I really thought in the end, when Steven leaves and her bag is there, and she's like laughing, I was like, this is like, she needed to do, and obviously it's so on brand for Lucy, but she needed to like do it again to then be like, okay, yeah, I gotta stop this. Like, I gotta laugh at myself now. This is ridiculous. So anyways, I loved it.
Yes. So I liked it too. I thought it was good. They really put a bow on everything. I thought Steven's speech at the wedding was like nailed everyone's coffin. Like, it was so crazy. Like Bree and Wrigley being together, like it all, like that whole scene was like so great. The ending though, so there's like a lot of people are saying that Steven drove away. Because people are saying the only way to beat Steven is to think that he beat him at his own game, right? Or to think that he's won and he's willingly walked away, but not that he's lost, right? So like Diana had to lie to him about her LSAT score, because she felt like that was the only way to like get out of the relationship, because he wouldn't be as impressed with her and remain in that relationship if he thought like she was stupid or she couldn't help him get to law school, right? And so Diana kind of says that to Lucy, like at some point. She's like, you have to let him think that he won. And so a lot of people are saying that the ending is like Lucy letting Steven think that he won, and that's why she's like laughing. And I thoroughly disagree with that. I'm like, that was not Lucy winning. That was Lucy like getting in the car, making the same mistake she's made 20 times. I mean, Bree, literally, this was such a great line. Bree was like, oh my God, like I want to get it exactly, but I'm not going to. But when she's talking to Lucy, when they're about to leave the wedding, and Steven's like, Lucy, come with me. And Bree's like, don't leave. Like, you're about to make another. She's like, don't make another decision
that
about
makes
like
you lose all your friends again or something.
It was like lose all your friends again, but it was like, don't make another decision, or like that it like embarrasses you, or I don't know, something that she said. And it was like, it was so good. I wish I remembered it verbatim. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that that was like the ending. Like, it was like Lucy getting the last laugh. And I was like, I don't think that was Lucy getting the last laugh. Like,
I would agree. I don't think so either. Because I don't think that Lucy's that smart, honestly. Like,
no, and she hasn't been for 3 seasons. The creator, Megan Oppenheimer of the show, she talked about like her sequencing and kind of like for what each season she wanted it to be. And so she said season 1, obviously you're setting everything up. And she said that she was really surprised at how people reacted to Lucy season 1. Like, they really hated her. And she said that she didn't like really like write her or create her to be, I guess, hated so viscerally. And then season 2, she was like, okay, well, I'm gonna come back on it. And she kind of, it was like a bit of a redemption arc for Lucy, but she really wanted people to like feel for her. And then after season 2 again, people are just like, Lucy's awful, like she's the worst. And so she said that she was like, we went into season 3 and I was like, I'm gonna give Lucy the like revenge and I'm gonna give Lucy kind of like the ultimate death, if you will, like the punishment that everyone has been begging for Lucy for like 3 seasons. And I feel like that's what this season was.
I mean, okay, you're definitely right about that, because it was, because like, I mean, I do have to say, like, I kind of wish that I read the book, because
what's a book?
There's a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. When I found out that Bree released the tape, okay, that was like such a twist. And
I thought that was obvious.
Oh no,
me and Grace watched it together last night, and we were both like, before it even happened, we were like, Bree released it. We were like 100%.
At what points? Because I can tell you when Bree, when was it? No, when what's her name was looking in class and she saw it, and then Bree was like left in the room. That's when I put 2 and 2 together. But like, for it to be Bree that releases it and then keeps that and like lets her get expelled and everything, it really made me, in a weird way, like not think Steven was as bad, because Steven, everybody hated him and he was awful and he's like sucks, like literally, like he's literally the worst character, but like at least he like owned being the worst character. Because in the end, he really didn't have any friends, but he's like always around, like whatever. But Brie, everybody's like, oh, she's so sweet and unassuming. And she did like the worst thing.
But you have to think about, I think the why is really important. Steven does awful things because he's a sociopath. So he doesn't think about like who or the feelings associated with them, right? Like Brie is doing everything because she's dealing with these intense feelings. Like it's all reactionary, right? Like she runs, and shout out Grace, me and Grace called it when she took Evan's phone and saw the photo of them at Hawaiian and started charging for Lucy's room. We were like, she's going to release the tape, because Lucy had previously come into the room and been like, he finally gave me a copy back of the tape that he's been holding against me forever.
Yeah. Which is also stupid that Lucy didn't like immediately flush it down the
destroy it. Like it's like, but it's so on brand. It's like, of so course you didn't.
At least she's consistent.
I kind of feel like, Brie, I feel like everything else that Wrigley's the MVP. Because he's the reason that Steven doesn't go to Yale, which is just like, thank you, Wrigley, like best character. But yeah, I didn't hate Brie as much or think that Brie was so awful, because I was like, well, she was doing everything like in reaction to like an awful feeling, right? Because she feels. Whereas like Steven does things not out of an awful feeling. He does things to get an awful feeling out of somebody else.
That's true. Yeah,
and that's like more sinister in a way.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. That's definitely true. I just didn't like when Brie is like outside and Lucy is getting in the car and she's like expelled. Like, I just thought it was so terrible. And to know why Lucy like did it, she did it to protect, what's her name?
But exactly. She did it to protect Pippa. Where the fuck is Pippa?
Yeah, Pippa's like, also like...
Pippa she was such a gray character for me too. She like gave, I really wasn't invested in her storyline. I wasn't invested in the whole thing with Diana. But like, I also thought she was so annoying. I was like, go into that room, be like, this happened to me, right? It's basically being spoken about at this point. Like, it's exactly. Like, I know it's an uncomfortable thing. You don't want to say it, but like, just go into that room, speak with the deans, be like, listen, this happened to me. This is a real thing. Like, you can say you don't want to do anything about it. I don't want to report it, but like, this is a real thing that happened to me. And like, Lucy's my best friend. I asked her not to say anything. She wanted this like person to be held accountable for their actions. So she said it happened to her, and it wasn't right thinking. It wasn't okay. You should never lie about that. But she did it in defense of her best friend, and she wanted the person who had hurt her so badly to be held accountable. I was like, that's what I would have said if I was Pippa. I was like so mad at Pippa. Yeah. I'm like, your friend just got expelled. Like, go in there and try and do something.
Exactly. And no, you're right about that. Like, go in there and try and do something about it. But I like what I do think what is so cool about it, and like how we're talking about it, and like go do something, like the show did a really great job, I think, of capturing like people's naivete. And like, they just like the millennial now, right, has like the wherewithal to talk about your feelings and like, and do all of that, at like a way to digest your emotions and like talk about them. Whereas like at that time, we did not. And the younger generation does. Why? Because like it's more talked about now. So now you're talking about your feelings. How do you like go through your emotion and like in difficult times? And I think that the show really captures like the naivete and like the like complete like disarray of these kids trying to like navigate their emotions and these horrible things happening to them and doing it like alone. And so like, that's why it's also so frustrating to watch, I think, from a lens. And that's why I think most people disliked Lucy for season 1, because like from the lens of being like, oh, if you're emotionally more like aware, then we're not going to make these stupid mistakes. But these kids are like 18, 19, and they don't live in a world of social media. So it's like, I don't know. I thought the show did a great job.
It was a great show. I'm mad that they didn't wrap up like Macy. Like Steven killed someone at the end of the day, and that was just like, I thought he was gonna die. That was how I was walking in to this finale. I was like, Steven's gonna die. I was like, there's no other way that like we're gonna feel justified in like everything that he's done.
Yes.
No, he gets to drive off in his G-Wagon and like gets away with murder. I was like, oh, okay. Everyone was saying that there was also, sorry, and then we'll move on, Tay, because I feel bad that
it's okay.
You can't.
It's totally fine.
Feel free to comment, like even if you haven't watched it, you know. But I know it's hard because we're talking about very specific things. Yeah. But a lot of people were saying that the messaging at the end was like it's like we live in a patriarchy and men get away with murder every day and they can do horrible things and nothing can be done about it. And that was the messaging in The Teacher and how his story ended.
Oh God, I hated him
That
so
was
much.
I literally hated that so much.
Same.
I almost thought it was a bit unnecessary. I thought it was kind of stupid and a
I would
bit
agree.
unrealistic. Yeah, that whole thing just like pissed me off. I was like, why did he just have to like get away with that? Like that was just insane.
Well, and like what Brie was accusing him of is a literal crime, not just like a campus crime. Like this is like a federal crime. You having sex with a 17-year-old. Like,
And that's why I'm like, what? The audacity of that man to sit in that room and think that he has the power in any regard.
exactly. No, that was
All she has to do
wild.
is walk into the dean's office and be like, there were definitely incriminating text messages. Like that whole thing, I was just like, this is unrealistic. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be happening in like it would be happening in a dark alley, like across town. It wouldn't be happening. It was just like in office hours. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
what is going on? It was like the door's like open. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just so crazy. But yeah, that was also some messaging. Steven gets away with it. Like everyone.
I don't disagree with that. I also think it's kind of funny, a way to wrap. And then, then we'll do Summer House because I have thoughts. But the way how they wrapped up Wrigley, I thought was really interesting because I remember watching first season and Wrigley's like drunk at the engagement party and he's like such a mess. And you're watching.
You think it's because of his brother.
Exactly. And it's like kind of cool how they wrapped it up in the end. And you're like, oh, it's because he's in love with Brie.
Yeah. And he literally had just had sex with Brie.
Literally.
Like insane. No, but fantastic show. Like honestly, and they ended on a high. They could have dragged it on. They could have given us one more season. And like people would have watched, but they ended it really well. It's just a great show.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Tay, recommend you watch. Even though you heard us, like, ignore it. Just watch it.
I know
with
it'll
fresh
all.
eyes.
I'll forget it by like tomorrow. I have thought about watching it. I'm just natural, like, because I don't know what's going on. It's like it won't ruin the show for me. But,
Yeah, that's true.
I know. I might give it a watch. The whole like liberal arts college experience obviously is very familiar to all of us.
It's literally
so
Taylor, it takes place in 2013.
that's
Like,
so
isn't that
funny.
prime college for you?
That was
Yeah,
my junior year.
Yeah, you're like in the thick of it. Like it literally,
Yeah.
and it's like
Well,
it's
more,
like
it
a school
actually-
like Trinity.
Yes, it is. It's
Yeah.
exactly
Oh my
like
God, that's
Trent.
so
You know,
funny.
it's like a small liberal arts school.
Yeah.
Because more, the 2015 is a wedding. So, and that's 5 years later. So they actually graduated in like 2010. So that was like my fresh.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2010 was my
Wait, I'm
freshman
gonna look this
year.
up because I swear I saw something that said 2013.
Well, because 2013 is like 2 years later. But I know the wedding is 2015. And so, yeah, I think it's like
Is
5
that really
years. And
6 years later? Oh wow.
I think it might be 5. It's like not that short of a time. But yeah, Tay, that was your freshman year, my sophomore year. Like we were like in the thick of that era.
You're right.
No, literally.
Yeah.
You're
so
right.
it's
It
cool to
starts
watch.
in 2007.
Oh, that's
Oh,
even
wow.
earlier. Yeah, we were in high school.
Yeah,
Yeah, we were in high school.
they're 18, 19.
My God, that's so funny. Yeah, I might have to give it. I might have to give it a watch.
Worth it.
We will see.
Worth it.
But let's do some quick final thoughts on Summer House. We know a lot, not too much happened, but I think that the consistent theme of Kyle and Amanda continues, and it looks like for this week's episode, it's the same thing. I think I've seen some teasers. That toast was so bad and so pathetic.
So embarrassing.
Like he cannot help but make everything about himself. Can you imagine sitting at a table where somebody brings up an issue that is in their marriage and like is addressing it as like, oh, sorry, this ruined the weekend for everybody and I was in such a bad mood because of my wife. Like
So awkward. He's
It's
just like,
so awkward. And you know what? I feel like I wasn't a Kyle, like I was never a Kyle apologist because Kyle's crazy. But I would always, because him and Amanda had been together for so long, Kyle's basically been the same person the whole time. And I just figured, okay, like maybe Kyle like leans into this when the show happens because for Sales for Loverboy, it's a part of the brand, it's a part of the shtick, you know, and like maybe to a certain extent Amanda does it too. Like this is their future. The way that Kyle has gone into this season, episode 1 and 2, like just trying to grasp at straws, at like trying to depict Amanda as like somebody who smokes weed every day, somebody who like doesn't do anything. Like he's trying,
And she's
and
super
then
dirty. Can't even allow
super-
a cleaning lady in.
I would literally
Like-
kill my husband if he called me dirty on
my-
national television.
also
Oh
the way
my
how
gosh,
he
it
gets
hurts.
upset when she's doing the skinny dipping. She wasn't even topless. Kyle,
I know.
this happens every year. Like, I thought, I'm like, oh wow, so he's literally trying to control a narrative on TV, and I feel like how he's going into this season, and it's like so obvious, and it's like, dude,
Not a good look.
Amanda's, yeah, like you're not gonna win this. Like it's kind of pathetic to watch him attempt to control this narrative on TV instead of like have any regard for anything Amanda says. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, sorry, more.
No, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I mean, it's very interesting. I think that we're just seeing the demise of their relationship, and it honestly is like nothing new treatment wise. I feel like it's every season it's Kyle and Amanda, Kyle and Amanda, Kyle and Amanda, and now that we know they're separated, I think that everyone's looking at this season specifically with a really close lens of just like how it deteriorated and like how the treatment has been different. But yeah, Amanda just seems to be very much in a kind of like a fuck it era. Like she seems half, like, honestly, like she's got a foot out the door. Like she's,
Yes.
if they're not already separated and we're acting for cameras, like there was a discussion or something, because she seems exuberantly checked out in a way that she's never been before. She's normally been like crumbling at the issues,
Like crying. Yeah.
and it doesn't seem like it's like emotionally like terrorizing her this summer. It seems like she's just like, I'm out.
Yeah. She's like, you're a loser. And I think,
Yeah.
like
And,
the what frustrates me so much, and like it's just so annoying, is hearing Kyle be like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what's going on. Like he's clueless, when as a viewer who's not in the relationship, who's watched them on TV for 8-9 seasons, knows exactly what's going on. And it's just it's that type of like blatant ignorance is so irritating to watch somebody like take zero accountability. And yeah, I just feel like I like you said, more, I think it's gonna get worse and worse and worse as the season goes on. But I was talking about this with Wade, and we think low key that Sierra and West are together,
I love it. I think they've been
like
spotted out.
secretly, like now,
Really?
because they can't talk about it because the season's coming out. But like
love
I
it.
ship them so hard. I love them.
Yeah, no, me too. I think they're cute.
I do ship them, but I really hope that, like, I don't know. I just don't. I feel like I don't trust these Bravo men. You know, like I do like
I know what
West,
you
and
mean.
like I like him and Sierra together. They're cute, and I think their like vibe is cute. But like, oh, they
The
like
only
I
one
just
trust these days is like Carl. Carl just seems like sober and like he's got his
Yeah,
shit
that's true.
together, and he seems like he like would find love and be loyal.
yeah,
And that
Yeah.
wasn't always Carl, but
Definitely
no,
not.
no.
his vibe. Getting
God, I know
bagels for
what you
everyone in the
mean.
morning.
I know.
Yeah,
Giving
Sweetheart.
Curtis making coffee for the villa. Like,
Exactly. I know he goes and gets bagels. I'm like, oh,
like so cute.
Yeah.
We love a sober king.
I know.
Or sober
love
king.
that.
We love it.
I love that for him. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to watch it tonight because I didn't get to watch it on normal cable yesterday. So we can pick back up next week for Summer House. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. What a great episode. Nice long one. Lots of
Yes,
recaps
indeed.
to cover.
Very long.
So please like, follow, subscribe to Rich in Theory Pod on TikTok, Instagram. We really appreciate your comments on our clips on TikTok. We love the engagement, so keep it coming. And we will catch you guys next week. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.